The first thing that I did when I got back, though, was I was at the Lost Battalion Hall in Queens. They had the show, and I wasn't on it. I just was there, like, watching. And afterwards, we're doing promos. And Francine and the Pitbulls got up, and Franny was wearing the leather bondage like outfits, and she looked so uncomfortable on camera. Her voice was wavering, and she's shaking. And so I pulled her aside. And I'd never met Fran. It was the first time I met Francine. She wasn't there when I'd left. And I took her and walked her over to the corner, and I said, why are you so nervous? And she said, I'm giving her pointers. And I said, look into the camera, just feel at home. You're talking to friends. Are you like everybody? Is there anybody in the room here that makes you uncomfortable? No. So, well, you're talking to us. Just talk to me, And I gave her pointers, and Paul saw that. Paul saw me giving her those pointers and instantly came up with this idea of putting the two of us together. And that's where the Francine the Francine Shane Douglas connection came from when I came back. And it was so perfect because it validated the thing that Vince or Paul had originally told me, the captain of the quarterback of the team, the captain of the football team that steals everybody's girlfriend. And Franny, who was really pretty new to the business, really took to it like a fish to water. She really did pick it up quickly. But remember, though, she was stepping in at a point with somebody that had really been around the business, had been taught from some of the best: Bill Watts, Dusty Rhodes, Eddie Gilbert, Paul Heyman, Dominic DiNucci, Bruno Sammartino. And suddenly she's here and on a night-to-night basis getting hours of talks about why you do it this, don't do that, turn this way, not that way, and explaining the psychology to her. So Franny really picked it up quickly and then did great with it. If you look at that very first time when she turns and she takes the thing off, she still looks uncomfortable, like not quite in her element. But then you go back and see her doing things later, like when she walked across the ring and dropped down and slinked across the ring and slid up my leg to kiss the belt. Perfect, Francine. I mean, you couldn't have scripted it better than that. I didn't tell her to do that. That was her. And it was so perfect for that. And what we couldn't do is Paul didn't want us to let anybody know that it was work. I was married. Franny and I were always just professionals. There was never anything other than a professional relationship there. But she I'd made her stay in the room with me because if she stayed with Beulah, then everybody would know why, and she was Shane. And it worked to the point where Taz later, like after about a year and a half, Taz and Perry and a couple of guys pulled me aside and, said, you're a fucking hypocrite. I said, well, okay, well, I'll bite. What makes me a hypocrite? Did you always talk about how much you love your wife, and every weekend you come out and you and Francine? Yeah, you're right. You caught me red-handed. Because Paul didn't want to take the sheets. He didn't want Meller or Kelcher to get it, and Keller or Meltzer to get it, and stooge it out to everybody that it was just a gimmick, which I think would have taken a lot of the glare off of that. When we do the hold the ropes and the chest beat and her take the cock walk, things like sliding up my leg to kiss the belt, all those vignettes that we did, if you watch those vignettes back and tell yourself this was all just a gimmick, and then you watch it, some of the magic just falls away. But you look at it and say, Shane Douglas, you think was fucking around on his wife, and watch those and go, takes on a whole life of its own, which is the way an angle should be done.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Support us on patreon.com for $1.99 a month to watch our full shoot interviews ad-free and help our channel grow. Follow us on Twitter at the Hannibal TV for instant updates.